Hey, thanks so much for stopping by at 3:27 Eastern Daylight Time here in Central Indiana. This is Justin from Inside the Polygon. I want to talk about the severe weather threat as it's going to be happening today. Right now, this is the Storm Prediction Center current convection outlook for today. Right now, we've got an enhanced risk of severe weather across southeastern Iowa, northeast Missouri, and west and central Illinois. Slight risk extends across central Indiana, I-70 corridor, Indianapolis up to Fort Wayne, then up into Michigan. Right now, no watches going on. There will be one shortly. This is a current mesoscale discussion issued by the SPC for a tornado threat over the next few hours. I think this is pretty safe. It's been matching up with the today's data. Yesterday, the threat was a little bit broader. It's a little more refined today. And so we can expect a tornado watch to be issued out here right now. Soundings and environmental factors are pretty favorable for a couple decent tornadoes across the area. That does not mean the tornado threat is not going to extend to the east tonight. We'll talk about that right now. This is the HRRR. This is the current model that's going on right now. This is a pretty accurate model on picking up things. This is simulated radar. The severe thunderstorms will develop in the next 3 to 4 hours and start tracking across Illinois. If you notice, these are individual thunderstorms or likely going to be supercells and not as much lines of thunderstorms. As we move across, those are going to continue to travel. Slight northeast movement with those. And right now, where this is the 11 p.m., has thunderstorms across northwest Indiana. This is not picking up a lot of thunderstorm activity out here. You can see actually placement of the front getting picked up on the radar as well, and then thunderstorms extending and moving off over there. So not a safe bet that anybody's going to get really wet tonight, but if you're under one of these thunderstorms when it moves over, it may be a big deal. Supercell composite, where the big thunderstorm is going to be. Again, looking at that, data matches up pretty nicely. Supercell composite over this area of Indiana, which is inside the 2% risk for tornadoes tonight, is pretty good. When we take one last look here at the significant tornado parameter, it's kind of a telling story here. Important to note that with the supercell composite and the significant tornado parameter, this is looking at environmental conditions. You can have something that looks pretty scary, but if a thunderstorm doesn't pass through it, it means nothing. So when we look at where the significant tornado parameter is all inside that area where the SPC has some mesoscale discussion going on. But you'll actually see that it does hold together fairly decently, like the significant tornado, or I'm sorry, the supercell composite. And we look over here, look at this. I think thunderstorms will be ongoing in this area here. It doesn't look like right now we're going to get a lot of development out there. So we'll have to see what's going on. The environment's going to stay somewhat supportive for severe weather, high winds, hail, and a chance for tornado across the segment of Indiana this evening. Stay tuned to local media. Have access to the National Weather Service hazard radio if you live in those areas. And always stay tuned here as well. Thanks so much for stopping by.